Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Fresno State Bulldogs, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will put total leather and we'll get started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Fresno State's offense takes the field. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Feeling some heat. Sweet feet on the move. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. So the Oregon Ducks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the option. Now the pitch. Oh, left him. Spins away from 1. Obliterates him, still on the move. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Caught over the middle. It's small. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The Ducks are flying down the field. Here's the handoff. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
On second down, wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's ball. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
From the gun, the ground game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So,
and makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 7 over Georgia. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The offense lining up for a first down play. Makes the quick grab. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Using the quick game. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QB sees it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking to the big tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Can't get him to the ground.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success, they run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down for this offense. Handoff from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the fullback. They knock him down right there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Fires to the big fella. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They'll run it from the gun. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Fresno State working from the red zone. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere. And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Escapes, but he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Payne. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Going up top on first down. Looking to scramble. Just slithered through the tackle and he's got room to run. Short gain on the play before he slides. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. 6th play of the drive coming up. He wants to pass it on second down. It's caught. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Now from inside the red zone. Trying to get to him. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking left. He makes a catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. They'll immediately call timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. This quarterback part of their running game. And the freshman does a great job using his technique in getting the man on the ground. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And that is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. It's been very evenly played through 2 quarters. Both teams have been physical. Both teams have battled there in the trenches. Neither has been perfect, but they're both right there in this game. And it's kind of the calm before the storm. Each side sort of licking their wounds right now, but expect another fight in a phone booth in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Going to try to get it himself. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Ducks send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the returner will be knocked down. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Fresno State will have to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch was called for, but there is a flag on the play and we'll have to sort it out.
Kicking team.
Well, the kicking team obviously missed the fair catch signal. The officials did not. First down here for the offense. Snagged in the middle. It's small. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out quickly. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of them.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Ducks line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They go to the ground. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He's right on target. At the 45 on his way. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to North Texas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
2nd down coming up.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Hey, that's a live ball. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll run this play from the pistol. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
PAT unit on the field. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. The give to the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Karapateas. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On third down, going up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Breaks the tackle. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Caught behind the line. It's Payne. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. The Ducks are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Caught in the backfield. It's small. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Slings it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now they take the lead. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Making sure the fullback gets a touch there, and good pickup there, 5 or 6.
Yeah, and he's a north-south runner. You just give this guy a little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets upfield quickly, and that guy is hard to bring down.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on third down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Finds the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that was one of those, gotta have it. I mean, it's a fourth quarter, fourth down. We gotta get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver, but whatever.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They'll run for it on third and short. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quick strike complete. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Defense backed up in this crowd trying to will them to get a big stop late. It's complete on the right side. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Back to the air one more time. He caught it! Touchdown, Bulldogs! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They'll throw it on first down. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Defense will use a timeout, 22 seconds remaining in the game. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Trying to pick it up on the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. You want to talk about building confidence? coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.